ATN News.
All right, so you hire your constituency returning officers, therefore trust their final result. Now, that was a statement by the Kenyan opposition legal team to the electoral body IEBC. This was during the hearing of an appeal in which IEBC wants to be allowed to verify all presidential results from the 290 constituencies.
And as our political affairs reporter Moremi Mwangi now tells us, the 5-judge bench of the appellate court has exactly 16 days to draft a judgment in a case that has ignited sharp political statements.
After weeks of sustained threats to boycott the August elections over an ongoing appeal in which Kenyan electoral body IEBC wants to be allowed to vet all presidential results from the 290 constituencies at the National Tallying Center.
Article 81.
The National Super Alliance finally got its day before the 5-judge appellate court bench, hearing the appeal.
We are being told to believe that it is impossible in an adult population of over 20 million people to get 290 trusted people who will not alter results. My Lord, to me that is an abject.
And that's why the work of the chairperson is so simple. It's not about figures. At the end of all this, is only one statutory instrument that is supposed to sign who has won. No numbers, no figures, just who is declared to be the president. It doesn't need to say he won by so much.
But describing the Kenyan race to State House as constitutionally totally distinct from the rest of the elections. IEBC reiterated the necessity to vet all presidential results trickling in from the 290 constituencies, faulting the April 7th High Court ruling which directed that the accuracy of any constituency presidential tally can only be questioned at the Supreme Court.
Verification has wrongly been taken to mean alteration. Verification is not alteration. Because election material are accountable material.
IEBC appointed returning officers might inflate the results. And that's outrageous. Inflation of results is already a criminal offense.
On Tuesday, Government Chief Legal Advisor, Attorney General Professor Githu Muigai, warned that the High Court ruling could occasion a logistical nightmare at the Supreme Court, as disputed results could lead up to 290 possible presidential election petitions at the top court, an argument which NASA dismissed as hot air.
What is it the drafters of the Constitution, having taken into account all the competing views, what did they settle on as a compromise?
Your Lordships should look at it from the point that all these officers are employed by IEBC. So that if we have the wrong electoral officials, they are officials that were picked by IEBC itself.
The initial petition at the High Court had been filed by rights activists Maina Kiai, Helef Khalifa, and Tirop Kitur. IEBC argued that the petition was inappropriately admitted in court, as the Africa Center for Open Governance, which is associated with Kiai, had already raised the question during the 2013 presidential election petition.
Now, with all signs showing that the dispute here could be headed to the Supreme Court, whichever way the judgment goes, the Court of Appeal will no doubt remain on the spotlight as the countdown to the June 23rd ruling begins.